Automation, globalization, and digital transformation are reshaping entire industries across the world at a pace never before seen. At the same time, developments in artificial intelligence are creating a paradigm shift as more complex applications force companies to adapt or risk falling behind.
We have seen the emergence of new technology rapidly over the last 25 years, and the mismatch of skill and talent that people have in the workforce to be able to meet those demands of the customer. Parsons University released a study about 3 years ago that states that 19% of college graduates are actually prepared for the workforce. I don't believe there's a labor shortage, more of a talent shortage. In a rapidly changing marketplace, for example, the shift from an industrial economy to more of a service-based economy, all of those workers need to be obviously skilled to be able to meet that demand. So a combination between the fact that we've got rapidly changing technology, the inference and the introduction of artificial intelligence makes that skill gap even wider.
Traditional upskilling methods, like static courses, generic training programs, and one-size-fits-all certifications lack scalability. They're often slow to adapt and fail to meet the unique learning needs of individual employees.
Traditional approaches to education and upskilling lack scalability because they depend on one-on-one relationships with individuals. Highly costly, time-consuming, and it's impossible to reach masses of people with that approach. Traditional methods of education fail to meet the individual needs because those needs are multifaceted. There are emotional needs, there are intellectual needs, there are contextual needs, and for each individual that varies not merely by situation, but also by time. You can meet a person at one time of the day and find an entirely different student at a different part of the day.
Artificial intelligence is now forcing business leaders to rethink how they approach the workforce. It's not just about plugging today's gaps. It's about creating a dynamic, future-proof environment where employees continuously evolve.
AI has removed the one-size-fits-all learning model because of the multiplicity of variables it's able to handle. Moreover, we've come to the idea that 3 ideas is about the most the human being can handle at any given time. AI can handle thousands of independent variables at the same time.
AI takes a wide portfolio of AI techniques, and it incorporates that into a platform. Now, the platform understands where a learner begins through assessments. It also understands where a learner wants to go through machine learning and predictive analytics. It also monitors that learner through cognitive AI.
Now, developments in adaptive learning and assessment technologies are helping businesses to scale and adapt to market changes more quickly and with ease.
Intelligent learning is the 21st century answer to the mismatch between what employers are looking for and what workers are looking for.
We assess individuals and we can measure their knowledge gaps and weaknesses, and through that assessment we can create micro-learning modules for them to then upskill and progress and fill in the gaps of their proficiencies and competencies.
The platform uses AI and machine learning as well as other technologies to interact with that learner through natural language and voice and video, things like that. And it dynamically creates learning pathways for that learner to move from one state to another. After that, it's just a matter of sort of wash, rinse, repeat kind of a cycle.
Backed by the power of artificial intelligence, the assessment and upskilling platform provides a customized path that serves content in a chain of 15-minute, interchangeable topical modules.
The adaptive platform works to use behavioral assessments, cognitive assessments to drive adaptive learning, upskilling, and it does that by measuring characteristics of the individual that are stable and fair over time by using it for understanding the learning approach of the individuals, which helps with retention of the material, engagement of the individual. They don't introduce bias, and then we look at what is it that the person brings to the job, to the situation, and what do they need to work on. And it's personality that we look at, it's cognitive ability, it's how a person thinks, it's when they derail. All of those shape a person's potential. and all of them are used within the platform.
Using adaptive modular learning to accomplish goals at both individual and enterprise levels. The learner's knowledge state and progress are dynamically monitored and adapted to the content to facilitate learning.
Agents will create and deliver content, specific content that's native to that learner's style and their needs in unique ways. So agents are special, artificial intelligent silicon creatures that do work. And it's different than most other technologies. And what these things will do is they can perceive the environment around them, they can reason about that environment autonomously, and they can take actions all on their own. And the system monitors the emotional welfare of that learner. And it can do it for 1, 100, or 1,000.
Eliminating the one-size-fits-all method opens the path to faster adoption, validation, and true comprehension, transforming how people learn, grow, and succeed in their careers.